I'm Kathy Funk, the Executive Director of the Downtown Business Improvement Association. We've had a great year. Together with the Board of Directors and our staff, we've been able to do a lot of projects and a lot of programs. Sit back and view some of those accomplishments.
You know, we did a survey of people in the city of Chilliwack, and we asked them where they thought the heart of the city was. They said it was Five Corners. And you know, I really concur with that. I, as a young girl, grew up on Princess Avenue in Chilliwack and got an opportunity to go downtown all the time. It is the heart of our community. So, you know, as we've watched trends change and watched malls come into existence and watched the big box retailers come into town, a special effort had to be made in order to keep the downtown as the core of our community, as the heart of our community, if you will. First of all, I want to commend the BIA because I think they've done a fantastic job of doing that. The events that they host, you know, the Vintage Car Show, of course, the famous, now famous Party in the Park, those have been things that have really added to the kind of party excitement heart of downtown. But the BIA has been very careful at inculcating new businesses, creating a place where they can actually exist and have lots of shoppers come and go, great eating places downtown. And I know without the tender care of the BIA, it would be very difficult at times for those businesses to actually do really well. But they're thriving downtown, and I'm really excited to see that. I really appreciate the fact that SEPCO has taken this as an initiative of theirs. Every time I go to a SEPCO meeting, Chilliwack Economic Partners Corporation meeting, they always begin by talking about the downtown and the good things that are happening there, things that we can continue to do. And when I leave, it's still on their mind, and so we talk a lot about the downtown. Of course, the downtown is in a bit of a transition right now. We've taken down the old Empress building. Of course, everyone will know, and a lot of the social issues that went with that have really disappeared. It has been a lot calmer with the social issues downtown. I want to thank the Executive Director, Kathy Funk, for being part of our Public Safety Advisory Committee meeting. She's always bringing the issues of downtown forward and working together with ICBC, with our RCMP, with our community members, the school district, and making the downtown a safe place. Our vision for the future? Well, you know, we formed this group to get together and talk about that, and they met together for well over a year with our staff support to dream the future for downtown. And they came up with some really novel and innovative suggestions. And they're on our website, of course, for the downtown plan. And people can look them up. There's 20 recommendations there. But I think when I look at the downtown and I remember what it used to be and have that bit of nostalgia, I want to see the nostalgia preserved, the kind of heritage part of downtown. But I also want to see it a place where people are living, where it's really vibrant, where we have housing options right in the downtown, that it's not just shopping and eating and entertainment, although that is all really great, but that there's a body of people that actually live there and come and do their business in the downtown core. My dream for downtown in 10 years. So in 10 years, I want to be able to walk down the sidewalks and see people sitting out there having a drink, having a meal out in the sunshine, interacting with the people on the street. I want to be able to see people living downtown, you know, people who are 4 stories above the retail area, where they're living there and loving it in beautiful kind of penthouse apartments, different kinds of accommodation that's available to them. I want to see a place that is filled, where people are actually jostling to be able to get a shop downtown, because that's where people go when they want the action. I think we're on the right track. It's going to take a little bit of patience though. You know, as we see buildings coming down, there may be empty spaces there for a little while because sometimes there's environmental cleanup that needs to be done. You would have to be living under a rock not to know that we're in really tough economic times, and developers are watching very carefully. Our city has a responsibility to keep the downtown thriving and to make the ground ready for development for when the economy recovers somewhat and we can get on to regular living in our country and here in our city. But I just think the possibilities are endless, and there's a great team with the Chilliwack Business Improvement Association to lead the way.
Hi, I'm Leanne Adderley, your chair for special events, and I'm really excited to let you know that 2012 promises to be even more exciting than ever before. We've got some great changes happening, and I just wanted to let you know too that every time something's planned for the downtown BIA, the first thing we ask ourselves is, how can this benefit the 350 businesses that make up our downtown BIA? Last June, the Village Classic Car Show boasts record-breaking attendance of over 15,000 people coming to Five Corners in downtown Chilliwack. We had over 350 classic cars, and all the merchants downtown Chilliwack were open, which was wonderful because people could not only look at cars, they could shop as well. Party in the Park is known to the entire Fraser Valley now. It brings in over 30,000 people to our downtown core. This is made possible because we have 350 businesses that represent the downtown BIA that buy into this type of programming and event, which stimulates our economy and gives us opportunity to grow. This year, we've changed a lot of things. It's going to be bigger and better than ever before. We've realized that this is a platform that people, they want to be downtown, they want to be here, and they want to come and spectate, they want to come and shop, eat, play, have fun. In closing, 2012 promises to bring new and exciting opportunities to the over 350 businesses that make up the downtown BIA. Without your commitment and support, none of these events would be made possible for Chilliwack or the entire Fraser Valley. It's what community is all about.
Yeah, well, we had an ongoing problem in the downtown area for the last number of years, in that the old style garbage bins were being vandalized. People were pulling things out. They're easily accessible. We've had fires in them, and just an ongoing source of problems that poor Harold has had to deal with over the years. So we've been looking around at different downtown areas and noticed that stainless steel bins like this seem to be working quite well. They limit the amount of garbage that can be put into them, and it restricts it to waste that's really coming from patrons that are using the stores down here, residents. That was also a problem, that some of the residents were stuffing the bins with household garbage. So since we've partnered with the City of Chilliwack in purchasing these and installing them, it's been quite successful, and we've eliminated most of those problems. Part of the strategy too is diversion, waste diversion. So we've got litter only and newspapers, magazines, cans and bottles. So a lot of those are going to the proper areas for recycling, and it really plays towards the greening of the downtown, not just greening with the plants, which we'll talk about in a second, but a lot of the waste disposal problems that we've had in the past too. Yeah, again, we've been partnering and promoting with the City of Chilliwack the greening of the downtown. That's kind of what the committee that I work with is really responsible for. Since in the last number of months, or this past year, we've been able to see this kind of greening that's along Wellington here continue along down Yale Road. So from Five Corners all the way down to Nowell, very similar types of greening within the boulevard has been taking place. And it's going to help bring, we hope, new life to that area and promote new businesses to start to move into that area and to provide some viable occupancies. It's not the end of it, just because we've stopped at the now interchange right now, but we're hoping that that's going to extend down other streets in the future. And we want to make sure that we continue that on. And we've got some exciting plans that we'll unveil in the next months too, for further greening initiatives, possibly even on Mill Street, tying in the park, community park, with the rest of what we see on Wellington. Yeah, over the years, the BIA has provided funding for business owners, both new and existing, to improve the fronts of their buildings. And basically, we call it the facade program, but it actually includes the awnings, the signage, and some of the decorative lighting that you see. So every year we've got a certain amount of money set aside that business owners can apply for. It's on a first come, first served basis. There is limited funding this year, so I'd recommend that everybody that's interested in that get their applications in as soon as possible. But it's up to a maximum of $2,000 of matching funds to replace or to renew awnings, basically.
Working with the BIA?
My experience personally with the BIA it's been a great one. I've really enjoyed working with the individuals there. Kathy's doing a great job and leading her team, and I think there are a lot of good things that are happening with relation to the downtown. We're all about the revitalization of this area, and a lot of people are working quite hard to make that happen. Together with the various partners that we work with quite closely, with the City of Chilliwack, with SEPCO and others, it's been quite successful. I'm looking forward to continuing on that vein.
Well, in the past year, we've been able to work with Griffin Security to implement a 24/7 program that allows us to have patrols throughout the BIA, obviously 24/7. We think that that's helped to improve and reduce the crime. It also has allowed us to work with the RCMP to help handle and take care of any situations that may arise. Well, we have our downtown ambassadors, Harold and Serena, and they've been doing a really good job of keeping the streets clean, notifying us of any issues that they do find so we can rectify them and help keep the downtown core nice and clean. I think the programs are going great. You know, there's always room for improvement, and we work every day to try to make those changes happen. But I think overall, I think it is a safer downtown, and we're continuing to work towards making it safer.
The BIA security enforcement issue is one of three factors that's seen a reduction in public order issues in the downtown Five Corners area. Their ability to get to know who's who downtown, to communicate with those people, to deter public order issues from happening has been wonderful. And their ability to communicate with the detachment and deal with issues has been terrific.
When we got together about almost 2 years ago, within about a year and a half, we started putting together a really solid plan for the marketing of the BIA. And we had to think about all of the businesses, how we could max out the money, our budgets, and be able to implement a program that could benefit the most amount of businesses. And through that, out came the Get More program. And the Get More program is very simple. It's easy to use. It's easy for businesses to get involved in. It's easy for customers to get involved in. And everybody can integrate the program into their business somehow. It's a matter of just getting creative and figuring out how to maximize the benefits of the Get More program. So the downtown map was the next goal. And we're getting ready to focus on our next edition of the map, which is really exciting. And we've got a lot of real cool ideas for the next edition. We've learned a lot of lessons from the first map. The first map has had raving reviews. We bring it to the mall, they're very excited. The tourism is giving them all out. A lot of hotels have been giving them out. And so it's worked very well. But now we're going to take it a step further, so that look for the next edition of the map. There'll be people from the BIA visiting the businesses, and we're going to make it real easy for people to get involved and get their presence known in the downtown map.
Wow, what an exciting year we've just had this year. Thanks to such a passionate board and a fabulous staff, we have just been so successful. Recently, we've won an award on our communication skills, and in past with our Party in the Park event. We continue to grow and expand on all these wonderful successes and enhance our beautiful downtown. I invite all of you out to enjoy Party in the Park this summer in our beautiful downtown Chilliwack.